This is another link that I came across. And it's entitled TruthOverTradition.com. I have this guy's book. Let's click on Jesus, see what he says. Undeniable biblical proof that Yahushua, Jesus, or Yahushua, is black. Says why this is not, he said, why this is not Jesus and why it matters. All last we've been taught that Jesus is a blue-eyed, blonde-haired white man. And it says this image of a white Messiah appears in all churches across America, especially in the black church. Okay, it says, although colors are a subject that is highly avoided today in white supremacist society, the Bible contains detailed narratives on the physical appearance and skin color of God's chosen people, the Hebrew Israelites. But in order to stay on topic today, he says I will only be discussing the color of Messiah, who the world calls Jesus. Let's keep on going. Do your history on what happened through the whitewashing, right? All the people in the Bible is black, so what happened? Okay? I'm going to talk about in my next video what Hitler said about the biblical Jews of the Bible and what they look like. And we're going to talk about where white people come from. I have this guy's book and he goes into that. Now, let's keep on going. So it said, now listen to this. It says the famous first century writer Josephus penned the earliest non-biblical testimony of whom we call Jesus. Josephus was a black Jew who lived around the time of the Messiah, and he had access to the official Roman records in which he based his information and his work from. In his work, the human form, quote, it says the human form of Jesus and his wonderful works. Josephus discussed the true color of the Messiah being black. However, his text will pass through the hands of white European Christian leaders who altered them to hide the truth about the Messiah and who his people were. Fortunately, however, biblical scholar Robert Eisler, in a classical 1931 study of Josephus' testimony, was able to reconstruct an unaltered testimony based on a newly discovered Old Russian translation that preserved the original Greek text. According to Eisler's reconstruction, the non-biblical description of Jesus reads as follows. At that time there also appeared a certain man of magic power, if it be meet to call him a man, whose name is Jesus, whom certain Greeks called the Son of a God. His disciples called the true prophet. He was a man of simple appearance, mature age, black skin, short growth, 3 cubits tall, hunchback, penaculated with a long face, a long nose, eyebrows meeting above the nose, with scanty curly hair, but having a line in the middle of the head after the fashion of the Nazarenes, with their underdeveloped beard. Now I have this book. It's called Jesus the Messiah and the Messiah Jesus is John the Baptist. It says this short, black-skinned, mature, hunchback Jesus with a unibrow, short curly hair, and developed beard bears no resemblance to the Jesus Christ taken for granted today by most of the Christian world. That tall-haired, long blonde, blue-eyed white boy. It says, yet this earliest textual record matches well their earliest iconographic evidence. The earliest visual depiction of Jesus is a painting that was found in 1921 on a wall of the baptismal chamber of the house church at Dura-Yopa, Syria, and dated around 235 AD. This picture of Jesus is called the healing of the paralytic, and displays him as being short and dark skinned with a small curly afro. This description has now been supported by new science of forensic anthropology. Let's click on this image. What does it look like? There he is.
There's little Yahushua.
Short dude. Let's keep on going. In 2002, British forensic scientists and Israeli archaeologists reconstructed what they believe is the most accurate image of Jesus based off data obtained from the multidisciplinary approach. In December 2002, Popular Science magazine published a cover story on the findings which confirmed that Jesus would have been short, around 5'7" to 5'9", short hair with tight curls, a weather-beaten face which would have made him appear older, dark eyes, dark complexion. It says the textual, visual, and scientific evidence agrees then Jesus was likely short, dark-skinned, Hebrew Israelite with short, curly, woolly hair and dark eyes. See that? He's a Negro. The Most High is a Negro. His children are Negroes. We are made in the image of our Heavenly Father and His Son. Now, who's this white boy? Caesar Borgia. Do your research on this dude. This is not Christ. Right? It's not Christ. It's a false Messiah. It says the Messiah, the black Messiah in the Bible, in Revelation 1, 14 and 15, his head and his hairs are white, pure like wool, as white as snow, his eyes like a flame of fire, his feet like fine brass, as if refined in a furnace, and his voice as the sound of many waters. Okay? And Daniel gives the same description. Okay, so it says, some might say, well, so what if the Messiah is black? Color doesn't matter. But that is an ignorant point of view. If color didn't matter, then why would they go through all that trouble to paint our Messiah their color? Obviously, color does matter. If it didn't, they would have left him black and told our ancestors the truth, who the people of the book were. Instead, they lied to them. They told them lies so they can pass those lies down to us in hopes that we would never find out that Yahushua or Yahushua, whom the world calls Jesus, was black, and that we are God's chosen people whom the entire Bible was written about. See that? I'm going to post this in my description box, and I'm going to come back. I'm going to talk about what Adolf Hitler said. What did he say?